Yes. Thank you very much. I should start by saying I'm so grateful that I've been given this chance to address this summit. My name is Jackson Mtonga, the Slaughterhouse Superintendent at KAJ Mining Limited. I've been working at Kagem for the past 19 years. With that background, I've had an illustrious career coming from running through mine development, gem production, treatment, the treatment plant, which is our washing plant, and the slaughterhouse. I'm going to talk to you on local addition, local value addition on emeralds at KAJ Mining, starting from the run of mines to the auction. The other thing I would like to mention is that whatever I'm going to talk about, I think has already been talked about, and everyone understands that we have just been talking about the value addition. Emerald being a very expensive operation, it requires skillful technical know-how and professional people to minimize costs and maximize profits. Hence our investments in all these areas at KAJ Mining. I'll show you you are seeing the flow chart, which we have come up with, and this is how our product comes, say, from the pits up to the export, somewhere there, up to export point. But there are those highlighted, circled in red, as earlier mentioned by our security manager. It's very important to monitor everything that comes from the pit and record it. And in slaughterhouse, we don't have anything from slaughterhouse. Everything that comes to slaughterhouse comes from the pits. Meaning, we have from the washing plant, the underground, we also have the open pits. So this run of mines, which is ROM there, comes in slaughterhouse at every end of the shift. When this product comes in slaughterhouse, the first thing we do is that we do record what we have received at the end of the day. We do the provision recording on the ROM. Thereafter, the following day, we are able to open the production boxes somewhere there. We do the records. These records, we are able to keep them and make sure that just there and then when we open the boxes, those gems that we see that they are readily open, what I mean is are of high grade, we normally do what we call the pre-picking. These, they will not go all the way through this process. From there, they will just come through that way, do the cleaning with high-tech machines, which I'll show you on the way, I'll show you on the slides coming. Then we have the whole, the run of mines which goes through the cobbing there. You will see the slides nicely. From there, we have the sorting plant. We do a lot of cobbing there. After that, it goes for tumbling, the screening there. Then we have the emeralds, or what we call our clean gems. And also we have the fines, and we have the lock boxes there, just to make sure that everything that has been, that has passed through the sorting plant is accounted for. We have the records there again. We have to record what we took in the sorting plant, comes out, and the figures have to reconcile. Then from there, we have the sorting and breeding area. This sorting and breeding area, we have the clippers. I'll show you on the slides. I know it looks like a web there, but don't be worried. I'll be able to show you the slides properly, and you will be able to see the people who do this work. And as I said earlier, we have all these records there. This is just to make sure that we don't lose anything from the slaughterhouse. because as earlier mentioned or as earlier alluded to mine an emerald, there is a lot of resources that go onto there. And there is a lot, I mean, it's a huge expense for us to just extract a gram of emeralds. So we make sure that we do the records. We have the sorting plant there. This is just basically the hole. We have the sorting and grading area. You'll be able to see it nicely. We do the oiling. The oiling basically is just to enhance the appearance of our gems as they come from the sorting plant. Because normally when we retumble, they come out very dry, and so it's very difficult for someone to make a very good judgment of what is sorting. I'll be able to explain that in the slides. Sorry. I still have to. From there, we have what we say in the sorting and grading area. We give them the basically 4 grades, which is just like premium, emerald, burial 1 and burial 2. This is, I think you are able to see that we have burial 1 there and burial 2, and also the emeralds there. As earlier mentioned, we have seen all these recording points. We make sure that whatever has been handled, whether oiled, will still get back to the original weight, which is just the dry weight. So whatever has been added onto our gems does not mean that even as we go for sale, we'll be able to sell the oil. We'll only take the dry weights. So people should not be worried that why do we add Johnson & Johnson baby oil. One of the reasons is that we disclose. And Johnson & Johnson baby oil in the gem industry is actually accepted because it has almost the same refractive index as our emeralds, which is just about 1.5. Then we have the records again there. We have everything coming together up to this stage. Here we are doing now the grading. The grading actually, this is something that I'll talk about on the slides again. This is very, very important because as our friends in the, I would say, our young, I mean the old, but they refer to Kagem as a big brother. There is something that is lacking, especially when we reach at this stage. Because when you do your sorting and grading, it should go further or further enhancing the value by grading it properly. But if you haven't graded it properly, you will see on the slides how it looks like and how someone might take advantage of you and will offer you very, very less money for your very good or hardly mined gems. From there, we do the grading. That is basically to say we want to grade the current production against what we have developed over a period of time. The thing that we are now, I'll be able to talk about, that is our standard grading system, which is something of, I would say, in the gem industry so far, like in the emerald industry, I don't think we have anybody who has come up with that type of grading pattern. You'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. Then from there, we have the records. These records now will be able to show us what we have in stock, that is the old stock, which is already graded, against the current. Then we have also the standard set. This helps us very much to be consistent with the product that we send to the market. You know, as other people will be complaining at the moment, is that we have tried to identify people who understand our grading pattern. And I can challenge some of the people who don't understand what we are doing at KAJ Mining. For the buyers, right now, it's like we have always been getting a feedback. They are so excited about our grading system, and they are so happy because even when I buy grade A today, I can take this, or I can like put my neck on the chopping board. Someone should even be assured that even 1 year down the line, I'll be able to supply the same A grade which I supplied in 1 year ago. The reason being that we have what we call our standard set, which is never mixed with the stocks. So I'll be able to talk about that again. Then from there, we have the reference gems, which is like, we have now the old stock,
we have the current stock. We do a referencing, meaning at the end of every 2 months, as you can see, usually every 2 months, but it can even be after 3 months, depending on the availability of our production. If it is on the higher side, we normally even do it even after 1 month. But after we have collected enough and graded the gems for 2 months, we will reference against what we already have. And after we are convinced that this is what we have now gotten as grades of various, grades of various sizes, we'll be able to mix the grades together with the old stock. Then finally, apportion something that we want to take for sale. I just want to get a little bit back, get back, because I forgot a very important thing, that during all these weight recordings, we normally prepare a monthly report at the end of the sorting and grading. That is at this stage where we just give 4 primary grades, that is premium emerald. This report goes to the Ministry of Mines, just reporting back that we have mined so much premium, so much emerald, and so much barrier 1 and barrier 2, so that even our government will be able to trace this production up to the time when it will be prepared for auction. I'll now move to the next slide, which is just now going to be, show exactly how much weight is put or applied on the gems. Here, I talked about weight recording. This picture you're seeing here is actually for the production boxes from the pits. You can see the 2 gentlemen there making sure or verifying the seal numbers as the boxes come from the pits. This is a dual recording system that goes with the mining and the security. The miners, who we are, and the security, it's unfortunate the security man will be able to see him as we go along the slides. We also have his own record, just to make sure that the seals which are on these boxes are correct from the pit up to slaughterhouse. This enhances, thank you. This enhances the securing of the gems, as I earlier said. We just have to make sure that what we have received will be able to account for whatever our friends the hard-working chiselmen, geologists in the pits. Those are the weights now. These are the provision with the box. We just want to make sure that we know what is exactly in the box. After we have taken the provision ROM, which is that one there, we put in the dishes. The gentleman there makes sure that whatever was in the box has actually been taken out. We make sure that even as we are doing this, there are security men and also the CCTV, which is like they have to monitor us. And the people who are monitoring us are not within the building, they are outside. So the gentleman has to make sure that whatever was in the box has been taken out. In a case where a stone is found in there, the man there will be held accountable and has to maybe be disciplined, or some disciplinary action will be attracted. After that, the same gems go to the cobbing area, which I think when you remember the flow chart, we showed the cobbing area. So this is where we take the bigger gems which are in the matrix, just to make sure that we reduce the sizes. You can see that the gentleman, even as he looks at the gem there, is not in a hurry to break. He has to be carefully, he has to carefully look at the stone or the matrix, so that he applies his hammer right away from the gem. I think it's just that the color might not be very good for the gem, but you'll be able to see that there's some green color there, which shows that that is where our emeralds are. Then from there, as you can see, the gentleman is still analyzing before doing anything on the big rock there. The gems are there. We are still looking, he's still trying to see how we can go around and remove the unwanted waste, which is the matrix or the host rock. You can see there, the gentlemen are again very busy. You can see how serious the guys are also there, just doing the same thing, trying to reduce the big sizes to reasonable sizes so that we can now use the clippers. What we are now seeing there is also value addition on the part of just the way we handle the clipped or cobbed gems. We have a tumbler there, which, we have a tumbler there, which is rubber lined, you can see there. That is just to reduce the induced cracks as we tumble the cobbed material. We make sure that the tumbler has got a rubber inside there. After we have tumbled the gems for a few minutes, we empty the gems onto this vibrating machine. There we have got sprayers. You can see that it's just that my picture might not be very clear. You see the water there being sprayed on the gems. As the gems vibrate or as they get on the screen, they'll be moving slowly, making sure that the mud and even the fines and everything that is not going to be with the gems. We have the screens actually, I just want to show you these are the screens which are in there. So they will be able to say the gems which are of bigger sizes and the product itself will be able to stand just on the screen. Thereafter, the mud and everything will be able to go down. We have that channel which takes the mud and the unwanted waste or the fines or very fine stones which go through the screens. Then from there we have here, this is the blowers, where we have the blowers. The hot air is actually blown through the gems as they come out of the screen, just to make sure that we have the dry weights at the end of the day. So these are the blowers there, which are somewhere there. Then we have the gems themselves there, which is dry. There you can see that the gems which are dry are channeled in the lockbox there, and that channel down there gets the fines into a locking box. After we have gotten the gems, immediately, as I said, you saw on the chart, we do the weighing of the dry gems that we have gotten from the sorting plant. Here you can see now that we have all the sorters lined properly there, and the guy who is here is, as you can see, is concentrating, making sure that he doesn't damage our gem. He is also, like we have already said, adding value, locally adding value to our gems, because these guys we have an in-house training where we have made sure that they understand the crystal structure of our emeralds. So the gentleman here will not play around, he will be able to apply the plier exactly where the crystal ends or even in the parting planes. So the gems will just be separating by themselves. So we have, after whatever they do, this is what the hip way is collecting from, as you can see there. So you have what we call the clean there, and also what is putting on the other side to his right hand, which is our waste. So after he has clipped, they have clipped, the next thing will be that we have to take the weight for the dry weight, for the clean material, the gems, and the weight for the waste. As I earlier mentioned, those are the things that we are saying who will do the weighing. So this gentleman has to give us back what we gave him at the beginning of handling these gems. So he has to make sure that even the dust and everything has to sweep and give us back what we gave him. Maybe just to also mention something, this is the security man, as my earlier, I would say the manager security mentioned. This is a Nepali guy. You can see he's a letter there, just making sure that nothing misses. Here again, I will talk about the gems that are normally picked on the way. I talked of pre-selection or pre-picking. When we are, after opening the boxes, there are these gems in the dish there. You can see that they didn't go through the sorting plant. What we have done is that all those obvious ones that we see that they are very nice and they are fine emeralds, they could be premium or emeralds as per se, we just get them and take them straight to high-tech machines that we use. You can see that that gentleman there, this man here, is cleaning something that is maybe of high value. If we were to expand it, these are the hands of this gentleman there. He is now looking at the gem, and you know, this is a very fine machine. It's like those who have done tattoos. You know, it's so soft on the gem that it doesn't induce any cracks, but it's able to remove the mica and everything. So much that even as I show you how it was looking before, it's like the same gem. Before it was like this. Then after using this machine, this is how the gem looked like. And you can easily appreciate the enhancement in value immediately. I'm sure even on the local market, this is the problem our friends are having, because this is how they are selling their gems, and this is how the guys are cheating them. And at the end of the day, for gem fields, this is how we raise the price per carat of our gems that we are taking to the market. Again, there you can see that during sorting, there is something that is very, very important. You cannot sort the gems by just virtue of a mixed lot, mixed sizes, and without, you know, categorizing or putting them putting together the sizes that are close to each other. So what our friends are doing, you know, they are sizing them, giving them the 6 sizes that we have. I'll be able to talk about the 6 sizes later. So the gentleman is just screening for the sake of sorting. So you will be able to give them like 6 sizes. In numbers, we say like size 1 is just about 4 millimeter and under 8 millimeters. Size 2 is above 8 and less than 11 millimeters. Size 3 is 11, less than 16. Size 4 is 16, less than 22. Size 5 is 22, less than 31. And size 6 is 31 and above. So when these gems have been screened or given the various sizes, the gentlemen there, we can see that they are now serious sorting. But I should be quick to mention that you can only do a proper sorting when you have got a very good light source. Preferably it could be natural light, which is our sunlight. But in a case where you don't have that light, or maybe because of the weather, we have we have some enhanced type of light, which is our lighting part there, and also the fiber lights there. So much, so that you can see the gems that come with the biotite. Some will come with the mica, if they have that mica which goes into the crystal. So you make sure that you are able to use the enhanced light, which at the time of making a decision, maybe you want to say, it's like you want to grade it nicely, you will be able to judge the gem properly. But I should be quick to mention that the best light is the natural one, which is our sunlight. This, I can say, as we said, this is also value addition. Because when you grade this, what you are seeing here, I'll be able to talk about it. This is our standard set. This is never mixed with our product. It is there, it's going to be there for years, for as long as maybe Kagem Gem Fuse is there. This is a property that has actually made Kagem Gem Fuse realize the true value of the gems. So I should be happy to mention to every stakeholder here to also understand this grading system. This grading system, although I would say it needs time for me to go into details, but I'm just highlighting how good it has done to us and how well it's working for us. You can see there, we have those 2 gentlemen there seriously looking at each and every stone. They just have to be very sure of what they are doing. Otherwise, they will be told, it's like a referee. We have a referee there. They will be told that what you have done is wrong because of our standard set there. Yes, we are looking at also the way we present our product to the market. It's very important that as we take the product to the market, we use quality packaging material, because we expect our friends who come for our product, like from the last auction, they are traveling all the way from India, all over the world. They are serious people. They don't come here to joke. They want to look at something that has been properly handled. So we make sure that we have to pack them nicely. We make sure that we present the product to the would-be buyers in a manner that even as our buyers spend the money, they will be excited about what they have gotten from us. So you can see here that we have the gentlemen there who are now preparing. This is like an auction preparation where we have to keep our product in high quality plastic bags. We have the boxes which are properly labeled. We don't have to make a mistake, because at the end of the day, if we pack that product in the wrong box, it means we have distorted the auction bids. Because the auction bids, the books you are seeing here, they are actually also printed with very high quality material. We have to invest in this for people to appreciate us. So we have to prepare this box, the auction box, before even putting the gems in the boxes. So by mistake, if this man puts a wrong bag in there, and the man, we come to the auction, we open the box, we find the wrong product, it will be very difficult for us to correct it, especially if it were in Lusaka, because we have to open almost everything and look for the parcel that is missing. So we make sure that the people should be 100% alert. Actually, the gentlemen, they are trained for a long period of time. So they take their time just to make things right for the company. This is just something showing that so far, from the time James took over Kagem, we have successfully held about 12, if we were to count here, there must be about 12 successive auctions. The records are there. My chairman and the people before me, they have already spoken and they have mentioned of those successful auctions. And the records are there. So it is something just to show that we have been able to hold auctions that are on record, and we can still demand for these records. Look at the plastics, the tags inside. This is unfortunate, my picture is not able to show you the grade, the weight, and also the month's auction, for the month that we did the auction. So, but you can be able to pick it, that they are nicely packed, and they are able to show the product nicely from inside. You can also see that it's also shining. We also add a little bit of oil just to make sure that our product looks it's more appealing to our buyers. Yes, this is also a value addition. You can see overall, the gentlemen or the buyers who are participating, no one is just like playing tricks or even not serious. We can see that all of them are concentrating. And you can see how they look at our gems. We do provide proper lighting system. Why we do that? We don't want speculations. Someone who's not serious, who doesn't understand our grading system, he will fall off on the way. Because when it comes to opening of bids, the gentleman who was playing will be discovered, because we will have far below what we have set as our reserve prices. So they just have to be serious, and it's serious business. Just by the site, we thought of just doing something. This is something that I can say, it's just on a small scale base. Basically, it's not what we are very much interested in, but I thought of putting it here because there is one interesting thing about our gems. As we mine, some gems are difficult just to make a judgment just right there and there. We normally use the lapidary there just to slice off a bit of it, then see the inside of the gem. So we thought of just putting up a lapidary within the slaughterhouse. Then we also do small cutting for small stones, which are just about 4 millimeters under 80 millimeters for our local tourist market. So we also have the in-house training. This gentleman is very, I would say, knowledgeable. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he's coming from Ndola, where he got his training. This is the most interesting part also. I talked about the grading system. This is emerald grading system, which has now been developed. We thought of arranging our gems like that, just to confirm that all over or to every part of the world, we have an emerald or Zambian emerald. So we thought about just putting up a world map in that manner, just to show that at least all over the world we have the gem, the emerald from Kagem. Yeah, some interesting part now. This is where I wanted to talk about our parcels on the informal sector. How our partners or our mining friends are losing value, and they think Gemfuse or Kagem Gemfuse has got a magic in the business. Here you can see the parcel is mixed. If I'm not wrong, this could be a very good gem there. Look at the rest. These are like dead gems, opaque, they have no transparency, no clarity, nothing. These type of parcels are the ones we are seeing on the market. And with this, I can guarantee you, even me, I can't give you the money that you would ask from me. Why? Because I know that maybe I just want this stone. But you will say, no, it's so many grams. The only thing I can say from the past experience that I've had with Gemfuse, Kagem and Gemfuse, is that out of what we have done so far, I'm prepared to clean this gem and grade it and keep it just by itself and ask for the true value. Then mix this same gem with the rest. What will be happening is that this gem, whether it's premium or it's an excellent stone or a fine emerald, the value will be pulled because of the other gems which are of low value. Hence our grading at Kagem and categorizing the gems according to our grading system. I'll talk about the same parcel. Sorry. Now this is the graded parcel by Gemfuse. Look at the various grades. The ones with the biotite, date and everything, no value, less value, they are there as a group. We have categorized them. We have the other ones which could be hazy, meaning they could be cabochon gems for those who make beads and whatever. They will be maybe specialized in that. They will go for that parcel. Here we have something, even if my color, my pictures are not very good, but for those who understand the gem, the pictures taken by cameras, they will appreciate that these are more cleaner than the rest. So these will definitely fetch more money than the rest of the grades which were actually given to these gems. This is also value addition. You can see that this maybe might even pay for all these other grades which are of low value. Yes, this is what I said. It requires a lot of time for me to go through everything. That's why I just said, okay, fine. I'll just show you the inside. It's like I just want to show how our grading chart is. In the grading chart, we have been able to come up with it. One, we have the sizes there, which is, like I said, the size 1, or the fine space, you have 4, 8, 11, 16, 22, and 31 there. So all these sizes help us in sorting. Then what you have here, these are descriptions of our grades. This is a description for the green grades. All that. It goes all the way up to M. We have A to M. We look at the gems objectively. I know all of us here understand the properties of very good gems, medium, and very bad gems. So we are looking at everything objectively. This can take me maybe the whole day or maybe half of the meeting just talking about the same. We also have another shade that comes with the gems. Normally we have the blue shade. This blue shade is like a strong tone of blue. So we thought instead of grading these things together, we have buyers who have maybe the taste for those which have blue tone. We have buyers which have the taste for the ones with the green tone. So we said we have two shades or two grading systems. We have the green and the blue shade system. Again, there it's the grading system. You can see how the stones have been arranged. We have the A to M, that is in the green, grading system. Then the blue grading system. We have in the blue added a C there. This is just to show us that the gray, the bluish gems come in mostly in crystal structures. So we have the C there, that is just to differentiate between the A in the green and the blue in the blue, the A in the blue shade. Again, here I won't waste much of your time. They have already talked about them. These are just figures to show how we have been faring and how the trend has been. Whether in the low-grade auctions, the trend has always been going up since the time Gemfields took over Kagem. Sorry, I'm just being reminded. These are just data, the data that was already been given. The future for Gemfields, I would say at Gemfields, as you can see, we are handling the product to the market in a manner that we are telling the people or the stakeholders to say that, please, you have to join us as we think of sending the product to the market in a manner that everyone will be able to appreciate. And the future entails that as emerald industry lies in the hands of you stakeholders who are here today and they've heard how skillfully and professionally gems are mined, sourced, and ethically auctioned, we hope and pray that you will be able to adopt to some of the methods that we have devised or adopted at Kagem. As Gemfields, again, we will continue training our staff to adopt to the best practice ever and technology. Gemfields is also aiming high to continue identifying good customers who have the best practice in using our product and to become a world-leading supplier of well-graded Zambian emeralds, consistently to the market. I thank you all for listening and God bless you.